Your Excellency, Mr. José Manuel García Margallo, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation of Spain, Your Excellency, Mr. Jesús Posada, President of the Congress of Deputies of Spain, Your Excellency, Mr. José Luis Rodriguez Garcia, President of the New Economy Fórum, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm deeply honored to receive the Nueva Economía Fórum Award for Economics and Social Development. I know that through me, you recognize the global organization I'm proud to lead, the United Nations. With this award, you advance the critical understanding that the three pillars of the United Nations, development, peace, and human rights, are inextricably linked and indispensable in today's world. And you give timely support to the power, purpose, and enormous potential of multilateralism. That force is represented in an unprecedented way here tonight. On this stage, we have a very rare sight. I'm proud to be joined by the leaders of the United Nations, agencies, funds and programs around the globe, including the World Bank and International Monetary Fund. We gather only once a year outside of New York, and much of our time is taken up with internal stock-taking and strategic planning. But I'm very proud that they can join me here together on stage this evening. Their activities span the globe and encompass full agenda of human aspirations and needs. I ask they stand and be recognized. Will you give them a big round of applause? In honoring our United Nations team, you ultimately pay tribute to the women and men who bring our work to life, our brave and dedicated UN staff, so many of whom venture their lives to the front lines of conflict, disaster, poverty eradications, and exclusion to bring hope and help to poorest and most vulnerable group of people. On behalf of the United Nations and all the colleagues here beside me, let me assure you that we will continue to do everything in our power to provide worthy of your confidence and support. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this tribute comes at a time when we at the United Nations are engaging in a constructive debate about our future, about the future of our succeeding generation. The world is at a critical juncture. We are standing at a tipping point. We are moving through a diverse and dramatic transition. The changes are economic first, as new powers and groups emerge. The transition is also developmental, as we seek a more sustainable path. At the same time, politics are on the move, as people are awakened against oppression, corruption, and misrule, and are rightly demanding a greater role in shaping their own destiny. I have been repeatedly speaking to the leaders of the world that they should listen carefully and sincerely to the aspirations of the voices of the people. What are their genuine aspirations and concerns? Our challenge is to harness these new energies, and work together for peace, justice, and opportunity. Tonight is especially meaningful for us to come together in this great endeavor. This ceremony coincides with the milestone in our efforts to create a fair and just world for all. Today, April 5th, marks precisely 1,000 days until the end of 2015, the deadline set by world leaders to reach the Millennium Development Goals. The MDGs are our 8-point blueprint for more prosperous, equitable, and sustainable world. They were established in the year 2000 with the dawn of new millennium. Cynics at that time expected the MDGs to be abandoned. We may not be able to succeed. Some felt they were too ambitious. Others questioned the value of setting precise targets. Instead, the goals have mobilized action and achieved remarkable results. Global poverty has been cut in half. It was officially announced by the World Bank 2010. We have improved access to drinking water and conditions for people living in slums. We have lifted at least 200 million people who have been living in the slums. They are out of slums now. More girls are in school. Child and maternal mortality is declining dramatically. Yet, we continue to struggle against extreme poverty, inequality, and insufficient access to sanitation. Climate change remains a paramount threat. We might have overstepped the planetary boundary. We are standing on the tipping point. If we miss one more step, we may fall together. It is time now for us to act so that we will never fall into that disaster. We need to accelerate our work for the MDGs, make the most of the next 1,000 days, and meet the Millennium Promise. 1,000 days may be not sufficient, may be long, but I believe that still we have time. If we raise our political will and with adequate financial support, I think we can still make it happen. And as we look beyond 2015, we need a transformative agenda that focuses on decent jobs, social inclusion, and food security. A vision that puts people and the planet at the center. One that brings clean water and sustainable energy to the millions who lack it. One that ensures fair access to markets and resources and strengthens financial and economic stability for all the countries. Beyond these specific issues and concerns, we need something larger, a greater sense of common cause and shared faith. In marking the 1,000 days, I thought of a person who embodies that world we want, someone who has shown through her example that in order to meet our goals, we must empower women and girls, we must speak up for justice, and we must stand up for forces of division and discord. And so on this special day, in this city, Madrid, I picked up the phone and called Malala Yousafzai. Actually, I communicated with her in a 21st century way with Skype. As you know, Malala is a brave young girl from Pakistan who was targeted and shot and almost dead for simply going to school and speaking out for education. Her country, Pakistan, and the world rallied behind her. She is back in the classroom, and she told me today that she is determined to keep making a difference. I was deeply moved by her plain speaking, courage, fearlessness, and hope. That is what we need now more than ever. A will to look outward, not inward. A vision that extends beyond ourselves to future generations. A resolve to act not on news cycles or electoral cycles, but to offer hope throughout the people's life cycles. In a word, global citizenship. We need to be global citizens. You may belong to Spain, United States, Europe, or European countries, but we are living in a small planet world. The geographical boundaries or nationalities do not mean much these days. Whatever we do here reaches in a matter of seconds to the end of our planet. So we must act as global citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, Spain has honored United Nations tonight. Let me now return the favor to Spain. Spain has been a key partner of the United Nations across our agenda, from development, peace and security, humanitarian assistance, to prevention, from peace building to democracy building, from mediation and human rights. I look forward to Spain's continued engagement. We need your generosity to respond to the worsening crisis in Syria and to the misery across Mali and the Sahel region. We need your political support to promote stability in the Mediterranean and the Middle East. We need your ongoing sponsorship of the Alliance of Civilization initiative, our effort to counter extremism and to promote mutual understanding among peoples and countries alike. And we need your solidarity with the downtrodden and marginalized so that we can continue making steady progress in improving the human condition. I look forward to working with the 1,000 of you here in this beautiful venue to make the 1,000th day from now a moment of great achievement in improving the lives of all the people everywhere around the world, and in making a down payment on ending extreme poverty in our lifetime. We can do this together. If we are united, we can make this world more prosperous, harmonious, and free from want, free from threat, free from all extremism. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all the colleagues of the United Nations here and around the world, thank you again for this prestigious recognition. Thank you even more for your commitment to building a better world for all. Muchas gracias. I thank you very much.